Hey guys, Roddy here, and today we're going to talk about these guys. These are the Truefree 01 over-the-ear earbuds, and we're going to talk about them. So let's go. Hey guys, before we jump into this box and talk about these over-the-ear earbuds from Truefree, make sure you jump down there, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button so you see more great content coming from the channel, and put in the comments below, what do you think about these? What are your expectations? These are a sub $60 set of over-the-ear earbuds competing against some things like Beats and Shocks and other over-the-ear earbuds out there. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and we're going to jump right into this review. So first things first, let's talk about design, and I'm going to take these earbuds out and I'm going to talk about the case. So there's not a lot to talk about here. It's just basically flat kind of gray plastic. On the inside, you've got some gloss where the earbuds sit. You've got 2-point connectors in here. You've got a little button so that you can connect them to any Bluetooth device out there. They connect really, really fast. You do have your little charging port on the back. It is USB-C. You do get a very short, small USB-C cable inside the box along with instruction manuals, and that is about it. So Truefree's cutting down some cost here to give you an affordable set of earbuds, over-the-ear earbuds. But where they really shine, and the nice thing about it, is in the actual earbud itself. So these feel just as premium as anything else that's out there on the market. You've got a nice soft touch kind of rubbery material for the piece that goes around your ear, so even if you're sweating or anything like that, this has a good little like rubberized grip to it. You do have some softer flat plastic here, as long as a mix of glossy plastic for where the microphones and the actual charging port is, and the speaker. You've got a really nice little speaker on here too. I don't normally do specs, but I think we need to read some of these specs that are just here on the box that you get. So 6.2 millimeter dynamic driver is what they say. 45 hours of playtime. We'll get into where they get that from. Dual microphones for noise cancellation. So on phone calls, you are getting some like active noise cancellation to drown out just some of that background and stuff. So if you're running, walking, whatever you're doing, riding a bike or whatever, you get a phone call, it'll drown out some of the things that are around you. And it does a pretty good job. I've been pretty impressed with it. Frequency response is 20 hertz up to 20 kilohertz, which is pretty good. 10 meters of your distance that you can get away from your phone. And that's really going to depend on the device and how strong the Bluetooth is, what kind of Bluetooth it's running, really and truthfully. So you've got a max playtime here for the actual speakers themselves. They'll do 10 hours on a full charge. That's for these guys. That's these little dudes right here, because they've got a 60 milliamp hour battery inside of them. But the case, which has a 700 milliamp battery, says can charge it up to 45 hours. So if you're looking for a set of headphones that's really going to go the distance, and you're not worried about all the fancy spatial audio and the best ANC and all this kind of stuff, you can't beat these. There's just, like, to me, it's impossible to find a set of earbuds that will last 10 hours on a charge and then have a case that can last up to 45 hours. That's insane. So we're going to talk a little bit about how these fit and all that kind of stuff. But overall, I'm pretty impressed with the actual earbuds that you get in the case. Obviously, at this price point, they had to cut some costs somewhere, and they did it, I think, in the areas that don't really matter, like what's inside the box and the case and that sort of thing. So I'm going to put these on and show you kind of how I put them on, how I wear them, and then talk to you a little bit about the performance of them, the comfortableness of them, the comfortability, how they wear, how they feel, how I wear them, how I would use them, what kind of person. So they have left and right marked on the this little part, which I'm assuming is like the battery, which has no controls. It is kind of glossy. it can kind of show some fingerprints, so just be aware of that. But I just kind of slip them over my ear like this, and I kind of get them in place. And then what I do is kind of grab the two ends like that, where the speaker and the battery are, and just kind of tug my ear just so it kind of sits down in there, just kind of nestle it in and around my ear there so it doesn't move whenever I move my head, it doesn't flop around. Now if you don't do that, I'll show you what it looks like if you don't kind of pull that. If you just kind of sit it there, it's going to kind of move. So you're going to want to kind of make sure that it kind of like, you just want to kind of get it kind of snug in there, kind of fit. Make it comfortable so it doesn't bother you or whatever, and just kind of get it in place, and just make sure it kind of, you want it to kind of sit on the ridge of your ear in that indentation where the ear is. So once you get them on like this, super comfortable. I was really kind of worried. At first I put them on and they were kind of flopping around, and then I was like, no, I need to kind of like get these in place. Everyone's ears are different, so you want to kind of find that sweet spot. But once you kind of get them on and get them in a good spot, make sure they're kind of, you know, on you, you really appreciate how light they feel, how comfortable they are. And then if you're someone like me who, if I've got earbuds in, I can't hear anything around me. So I don't like to talk with two sets of normal earbuds in, like AirPods or my CMF Buds Pro or my Pixel Buds Pro, anything like that, Galaxy Buds Pros, anything that kind of sinks into my ear at all. It makes me feel like I'm in like a box or a bubble or can or something, and I can hear myself, and it's just like womp 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 womp, and I hate that. I like the kind of ambient sound. I also like it whenever I'm doing some activities like I'm biking or I'm trying to run or walk or jog or whatever I'm trying to do. I like being able to hear some ambient sound around me. It's also nice for like if you're in the gym or something like that. If you've got A&C on, you got your earbuds in, someone comes up to ask you a question or talk to you, whatever, what do you got to do? Typically you got to pause it, or you're pulling it out real quick or something like that, and you're just standing there holding this earbud, and then you got to put it back in, you got to hit the button. You don't know if you skipped the song or whatever. With these, the great thing about it is, I'll show you kind of a volume test here. We'll play some music and then just kind of let you see what these sound like full volume. I don't know if it's going to come across. The microphone may pick it up, so you may be able to hear it. I'm going to let this advertisement finish before we get there, but ultimately I like it because I can turn it up really loud if I want to be just kind of consumed by music or podcast or whatever I'm listening to. Or I can just kind of do like I'm doing now, just kind of let it play in the background, and I can talk, and I don't feel like that I'm having to scream over my music. I can hear if someone walked in to talk to me. I can still take a phone call. I can still go about my day. I can leave my music playing in the background if I'm walking into a restaurant, I'm ordering some food, or I'm buying something, or I'm at a doctor's office or whatever. I can have this music in the background playing, and it's not bothering me so much that I've got to pause my song, or I've got to take my earbud out or whatever. And I just kind of like that. I like, for me personally, to be able to get some of that ambience around me and still have the music or whatever I'm doing playing. So I'm going to blast this now, let you hear what it sounds like full blast, and see if the microphone picks it up and how loud it actually is. So this is max volume, and it's pretty loud. And the thing that I like is it's a good full sound. So the highs aren't super high. The lows are still pretty punchy kind of bass. They're not just real super deep. But the mids aren't super muddy. And usually a lot of over-the-ear earbuds, or even just regular earbuds, you get that kind of muddy. Sometimes you get like this real strong, heavy mid sound. And it's just really muddy. So that's max volume. I'm going to lower this down to about a mid volume and just kind of finish the video because I can. And that's the great beauty about these earbuds. Great battery life. They're an earbud you can wear all day, take them off, go sleep, take a shower, whatever. You can take them off, and then you can pick them back up, and you can use them for a long time before you have to charge them. And then if you do need to charge them, and this is fully charged, you don't have to have it plugged in all the time. You can just kind of carry this around, get a charge, pop them back on. I absolutely love that about these. And that is for the type of person that really wants these. You want the great battery, and then on top of the great battery, you can do what I'm doing. Music playing in the background, still have conversation, still do your work, still be able to talk to people, and you don't have to constantly hit pause, take the earbud out, put the earbud back in. You can just leave them on, go about your normal everyday life, and just enjoy not having to pull it out, pull it in, pull it out, put it in, pause, play, pause, play, charge, charge. They just give you so much for such a great quality. I think that it's worth you checking them out. And if you're considering maybe an over-the-ear bud, or you're not happy with your current buds because some of those things I talked to you about, they just kind of seclude you and you need a little bit more ambience around you, or you need to be able to talk and you don't want to constantly hit that pause play button, pull them in and out, always charge them. These are a great set of earbuds for you. So call quality is great, battery life's great, music is really good to me. I think it's really good. I was kind of worried for such a budget that they weren't that great, but I thought they were really good. The build quality of the earbuds themselves are really good as well. I just think that Truefree cut down on some of the cost here in this packaging to give you a really good solid product. So if you're looking for some of the best earbuds, if not the best earbuds, over the ear earbuds under $100, you got to check these out. I would check these out before you get a more expensive set with a bunch of fancy features, and make sure that you're not buying stuff that you don't need or don't use. So that's going to be it for me, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think below. Do you have any other questions? Something I missed, something you want to know? Overall, these are super solid. I hope you check them out. I'll pop some links below for you to get discount codes and where to buy them and all that kind of stuff. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and we will see you next time.